This is Utah Tech basketball and the John Judkins Coaches Show.
And hi there once again, everybody. Welcome to the John Judkins Coaches Show. Rod Zunda along with Trailblazer head coach John Judkins. Utah Tech coming off a tough two-game road trip in Texas last week. Now they get to spend 2 weeks at home. They have 4 straight home games beginning this Thursday with Texas Rio Grande at 7 and then UT Arlington Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock. Coach, that Texas road trip, that's long, and that's difficult because those Texas teams, they know how to protect their home court.
Well, they're good. They're good at home, and our league's that way. Our league is, you win at home and got to do what you can do on the road. But it's a long way. That's why I hope you can understand why I complained to the WAC saying that we can't have Utah or us and SU have travel partners being 50 miles away. I mean, we're driving 2.5 hours in between games to get ready. It's just not a fair thing to have them at home. But they're good. They're a good team. It's a very physical game. I don't know if you noticed that. When we go back there, we try to tell our guys that, hey, they're going to let you play. It's going to be physical. And they think, oh, yeah, coach always tells you that. But it is. It's a whole different game there. But, again, I thought our guys did some really good things. We were right there. I mean, we had a crazy start where the gym, we couldn't get into the gym because it was flooded.
Let's talk about that. Thursday morning, you woke up thinking you're going to go to Moody Coliseum to play Abilene Christian.
Which is a really nice gym.
2 years old, state of the art.
Really nice.
But there was a flood in the basement or next door that fried the power grid, so you got a call, right?
Yeah, I get a call from their head coach, and I appreciate that. And then also our AD, Ken Beezer, texted me and said that they're going to have a meeting about it with the WAC and talk about it, but they just didn't feel like they were going to be able to have the game there that fast because they had to get the water. I guess it was like 4 or 5 feet of water that caused a problem. So, and it wasn't in the gym; it was in a building next to the gym. But but I do appreciate their coach calling me. He was doing everything he could to get us a shoot around in the gym we might be playing in, which we did. I mean, he did a really good job to make it as good as we can. But again, it's kind of tough to go play in a Division II gym compared to that nice, that nice arena. But then I thought, hey, it might be good. There might not be a lot of people there, but there was a lot of people there.
So it's about 1,000 seat gym
in a small gym.
Yeah, and a Division III, I believe, McMurray State.
Yeah.
Just a couple minutes away in Abilene, and you got there. And when you look at this trip and a couple of games prior, 2 aspects of the game: turnovers and free throws that you guys didn't do very well, but you keep working on them and talking about them. But take away those 2 things, and you probably have 2 or 3 more wins in the Western Athletic Conference.
Oh, there's no question. The turnovers are not just a guy with the ball. He gets all the bad credit for it, but sometimes it's our guys not being in the right spot or not ready to catch the ball, or their hands are down or whatever it may be, or they're not running the right play and they're supposed to come out here and we throw it and he goes the other way, kind of like a quarterback kind of a deal. So it falls on them, but like we tell our point guards, I mean, hey, you get the good and the bad, man. It's kind of like quarterbacks. You get the good and the bad. You got to be that guy. But we knew they'd be aggressive with us. They got into us. A lot of them, our turnovers were not caused by their aggression. It's just us making some dumb reads or some bad decisions. And then, like you said, our foul shooting, it's just gone worse. So we're changing everything. I mean, this week in practice, we're running more on turnovers. We're trying to get to them to have them realize, hey, I can't turn that over. I got to protect that ball, take care of it. Value the possession. And then foul shots, we've challenged them to get in the gym every night. We went to their percentage, what they're shooting, and it's okay, you're at 60%, you got to shoot 40, you got to make 40 foul shots each day before you leave. And some guys have a lot, and some guys don't have as much. But we're trying, we're doing things, and they know that. I mean, foul shooting is more mental than anything, but we got to get them to see the ball go in. And once they see it go in, we feel that's going to turn around real quick.
And, Coach, it's not for a lack of effort, maybe trying too hard and trying to press a little bit to do the right thing, because the effort there is there, man. Well, these guys are fighting hard.
Well, I was going to say, we're missing foul shots, but I'd rather have that than not getting to the foul line.
Yeah.
I mean, we're being aggressive. We're doing what we're supposed to do. Now we just got to go make those, and you make those, it changes the whole game. So they know that. They're working on it. We're working on it. It's just something that it will come.
I like their attitude and I like their effort. I mean, they just got to understand what it's like to finish, and it can be continuously finishing what they started.
We've been in every game. And all of a sudden we have a a 5 or 6 minute stretch where we miss those foul shots, and that's when those guys get those lead. But they haven't quit, Rod. That's the thing. They haven't quit. They still fight. I love that part of our guys, and watching film, they get it. They're taking the criticizing better than they did early in the year. They understand it's trying to make them better. It's getting there.
Yeah. And this week coming up is huge, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But first, let's go back. Okay, Wednesday, it was a 9-hour trip from St. George. By the time you got to the hotel, you had a 2-hour practice there. Then you get up in the morning, have to go through where are we going to play, and then you finally get to play Abilene Christian. They were a game behind you in the standings, so this is a crucial game. Let's watch the highlights. And Coach, you got off to a great start. You went right down into the middle a lot in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, they were really aggressive again on our ball screens, and there's Larry getting down the middle, shoots a finger roll from the foul line. I don't really like that part, but again, I liked how we went inside. Larry really did a good job of sealing. Him and Tanner doing the high-low game was an advantage we thought we could hurt them with. And we went there right early. There's another one in the Tanner, good pass by Larry. Tanner missed 2 shots, and the 2 he missed were threes.
Yeah.
We just got to get him the ball more. And then they started to pack it in, and that opens up a wide open 3. Great rebound by Tanner right there, staying with it, puts it back in. But, we're moving the ball better. There's a great screen by Noah for a back pick. And again, there's Eric, his head up, sees the open guy, and does good. Great hands right here by Eric, and I love how he gets to the hole right here. Yep. We haven't been doing that very well. At 2-on-1s or 1-on-1s, get into the basket and scoring.
And Kabbalah.
We did a great job on out-of-bounds plays this week. We scored a lot of points on our OB unders. And again, we hit some threes. We got some layups. That's something I really am happy with that we've been working on. There's, again, another good high-low.
You guys have been so good at that.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time in it, and they're getting that. We just got to get the other part now together. These guys are really good. There's a good one. Jalen drives, comes to 2. We call it coming 2, finds the open guy right before the shot clock went off.
Yeah.
It was a great move there.
Noah struggled 0 for 3, but he tried his best to, and they were really pressing him, so he went inside a lot.
Yeah, they're going to press him a lot. They're going to be in his grill every time because he can shoot it. They're going to try to take things away from here. We put this play in for Jalen and for Tennessee. We feel we can really hurt these guys with a little one-on-one action at the top of the key. And I don't know, there's Tennessee's favorite move, the old little spin and go. But again, he was being aggressive, and that's what we gotta get out of our threes, out of Jalen and Tennessee. We want him to get more to the basket. We got to get to the basket because everybody's hugging on Noah, and it's really opened those driving lanes, and we just got to take advantage of those.
In the second half, you had one of those long stretches again where you couldn't find the hoop, and then Tennessee came in, tied his career high 7 points, and really aggressive. And that's what I was talking about. The effort is there. They just got to figure out how to finish things.
Yeah, and again, once we figure that out, look out. We're gonna be there. It's just and that's where that new team comes in. That's where the experience of, and once that happens and we kind of get a couple of those, then I think that, hey, we can do this. We just got to get that confidence they can do it.
And you look at that, 31 points off turnovers for the Wildcats, and you missed 12 free throws. Right there, you're just a little bit better, and you got a chance.
Yeah, the 31 points off turnovers is a killer. We just can't. And we say if you're going to have turnovers, it's got to be ball going out of bounds or a 5 count. It can't be leading to points.
Yeah.
And we had way too many of those.
Yeah, because they had almost 20 points in fast break points as well.
Well, they had foul shots too.
Yeah.
We averaged it up with their 31 on turnovers and how many times they went to the line. We foul. We got to play D without fouling. And that's where the divider came up was right. They made their. They only missed 1 or 2 foul shots, so we missed a lot. But we got to play D without fouling. We got to take care of the ball, and then when we do get fouled, we got to knock them down.
All right, so you get up the next morning and you drive a bus ride for about an hour, and you practice in a high school gymnasium. Then another hour to go to Tarleton to get ready for the Texans. And this is a team where they know how to press and they know how to get physical as well.
Yeah, and they play really good at home. I mean, you look at their record at home; it's incredible. It's a small gym. It's loud. They get after it. But there's our play right there. We first started the game, we get a wide open 3. Eric knocks it down. Had a great start. The guys that came out and started.
Yeah.
Great penetration right there by Jalen. Makes 2 guys guarded, and they hit Noah, and coach is going nuts. You can tell that was their scowl was not to give them that. Here's our out of bounds plays again, Rod.
Yeah.
Again, another wide open shot. There's J-Lo knocking it down again. And
Kabbalah really found his shot in Texas.
Yeah, he shot really good. We went to that gym, that high school gym. He really shot it good there too. So. But again, we get a big lead right here. I think we go up 17-12 right here.
Yeah.
You know, and things are going good. We're clicking. Everything's moving the ball. We're sharing it. We're knocking down threes. You know, and then we kind of have a couple of dumb turnovers. But there's another great move. Jello played the point. We didn't have UU. We didn't have UU this game, and Eric got tired, and we had to sub him in. And Jello did a great job of taking care of the ball and for his first time playing the point. Again, another good read. Didn't force it. Finds a wide open pop with Caleb, and he knocks down the three. Well, I tell you, when we do that, we're pretty good. When we start trying to do too much, that's when we get in trouble. Look at this ball movement. Good kick. Jalen's wide open at the top of the key again. We want those guys. You're open, shoot it. We don't need to bounce it or to make a one-on-one move. He felt that one, so he said, I'm going to try another one a little deep. But I like how we got the rebound right to Jello wide open. And
no hesitation, Coach.
Yeah, wide, again, he shoots it when he's open.
Yeah.
Like we said, you're shot ready, shoot it.
Kabbalah had a career-high 14 points, 4 of 8 field goals, 2 for 5 from beyond the arc. Second half, got down a little bit. He had a dry spell, but Searles really went to work.
He did. He did a good job. That one, he got off a rebound. Look at this one. He drives under control, keeps it going, finds Tanner. Tanner finds Larry for a two-hand dunk. Again, he probably could have shot that, but he gave it up, and we got a wide open one right there. There's a great pick by Tanner. Over to Noah, good shot fake. Again, nice little 15-foot pull-up we work on, and he knocks it down. But, again, Jalen was a lot more aggressive, too, getting to the basket. I don't know if you have any of those on there, but there's another one. We got to the basket, and we're getting fouls because we're getting to the basket. We were being aggressive just like they were to us.
Here comes Jalen off the turnover.
Yeah, good active hands right there. Finds him wide open. Goes in and kind of got fouled there, but they didn't call it. But a good job of finishing, and we decided to press a little bit right there and use Jalen's long arms. We got a couple of turnovers out of that too. So we learned a lot. We learned a lot about our team right there. Even though we lost, we did learn a lot of what we can do. We show them on tape, and I'll tell you, when we start sharing it and penetrating and kicking it, we're a pretty good team.
Searles had 16 points, 5 rebounds. Kabbalah, 14 points. That's a career high. Demings, 8 points, 4 rebounds. Gonzalez, 17 points, 7 of 12, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. So he started feeling it back to his normal self at Tarleton as well.
Yeah, the hard part of these last 4 games, Rod, and again, there's no excuse for that, but our bigs have been in foul trouble.
Yeah.
That game right there, Tanner has 2 fouls within the first 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, and so we've got to go low to our bench, and our guys they're doing a good job. We're getting our bench more minutes. We're trying to keep everybody fresh, but you know, our last 4 games not having Tanner and Larry for the normal minutes that they normally see, but we know we got to get used to that. We got to play through it, but that one really hurt us as well.
Well, those 2 guys in foul trouble combined 1 of 5. Only 5 shots between the 2 of them. 3 points, 8 rebounds.
Tanner had 1 shot.
Yeah.
That's all he had was 1 shot. You know, he's one of our leading scorers. We got to give him the ball, but when you're on the bench because you're in foul trouble, it's hard to get some points that way.
Yeah. So before we go to commercial break, just briefly talk about you get 2 full weeks at home, 4 straight games, a homestand of 4. And it's crucial because these teams you're playing are right there,
with us.
Either below you or in front of you. And, you know, a week ago you were tied for 3rd, now you're down. And a week from now, you could be all the way back up there. That's how tight this race is to get to the top 8.
That's just whack. That's the whack ball for you. I mean, really, the only one that's got the big advantage is Grand Canyon. Yeah. But everybody else is right there, and they're positioning, and it's good. You know, you can't worry about everybody else. You got to worry about what you can do. But we talk about that. It's hard to win on the road. It's a tough thing to do, especially in Texas. And we thought the SUU and the Utah Valley, we could maybe do some things there. Kind of let that one slip by us, but you know, now we're home. Like you said, we got to get people there. That they had a big crowd there that last weekend. It helped them. We got to have that same thing, and this could be a good turning point for our team.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Jalen Searles will join us on set as we find out a little bit more about the junior transfer. That's when the John Judkins Show comes back.
He's on the 30-yard line. The 20, the 10.
You wouldn't want an incomplete football game. So why use a website with incomplete listings of Southern Utah properties? SouthernUtahRealEstate.com is the most complete, most accurate, and most comprehensive property search in Washington County. Because we're not focused on everything, just on the part that we like the best. Find your Southern Utah home at SouthernUtahRealEstate.com.
Finley Hyundai, committed to high-quality service and sales for local drivers. Stress-free car buying guaranteed.
project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Stihl. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Local media has the biggest impact on your daily life. It's what's around you, what matters. And at Canyon Media, our goal is to deliver the very best in local entertainment, news, and media. From our award-winning radio stations like 99.9 Coney Country to Southern Utah's #1 source for local news, St. George News, Canyon Media, here for you.
It's any card for the win right now at Mountain America Credit Union, which means it's time to score some cash. Simply tap, swipe, or click checkout with any Mountain America debit or credit card to be entered into a weekly giveaway for up to $500, now until September 30th. Visit macu.com/anycard to learn how to earn extra entries or to open a new account today.
And welcome back to the John Judkins Coaches Show. Utah Tech basketball getting ready for a 4-game homestand, 2 this week, 2 next week. Rod Zund along with head coach John Judkins. And joining us is the junior transfer Jalen Searles. Jalen, welcome. Another debut for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so you transferred from Southeast Community College.
Yeah, Southeastern.
Southeastern in Iowa.
Yep.
From Iowa. So first of all, let's find out, why did you decide to come to St. George and Utah Tech?
It just felt like the right fit. Like, as soon as I got a call from Tony, because Coach Morris was the first one to recruit me, the conversation was great. We had a great conversation. I had been far away from home. This was my second junior college I was at, so being able to like come back to the West Coast and everything was definitely like in my mind. I was tired of being away, being in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, the coaching staff and everything just gave me a good visit, so it felt like the right place to be.
Yeah, you're averaging 9 points, 5 rebounds. And Coach, what did you like about Jalen to bring him here?
I love his hair.
I know, that's awesome. For those of us who don't have much.
Yeah, that's what they say, grow when you can, right? No. What we really caught our eye with him was how long he is, how athletic he is. Those are things that we felt we needed it with our team. Last year we didn't really have that. With our defense and stuff and all that, and that's what caught our eye with them. We didn't know what was going to happen with Frank. We didn't know what was going to happen with Isaiah. Were they going to come back or not? So, hey, let's get him. You know, if they don't come back, that's fine. We got him. If they do, and that's kind of how it started.
Yeah.
You know, he's a great person. He's fun to talk to. He's fun to have around. He's a loving guy. Everybody likes to be around him, and it's been fun.
And Jalen, what did you want to bring here? Because with 10 new guys on the team, only 2 guys returning from the starting lineup, everything's new. So how have you been able to get accustomed to everything here on the court with your new guys?
It caught my eye when I seen that a lot of the players were like leaving, or they had a lot of opening spots. So I definitely wanted to come here and help build a winning culture and everything, start new, because as much as I've been playing college basketball, this is my first year playing Division I, so it was a great opportunity to be able to be in front, be able to be one of the older guys on the team and help lead.
Yeah, as we look at some of your highlights from the Tarleton game, what is it that you want to bring and that you can bring that you want to show Trailblazer Nation that you can do out on the court?
I pride myself in defense. I really try to play defense a lot. Most of the time I'm usually guarding their key matchup or best scorer on their team, and I try to hold them to under their average or do whatever to help the team win at the end of the day. But yeah, defense is really the main thing I would focus on. I try scoring when I can.
Yeah. And going to the basket, you are tall and lanky, like he said, and this is probably what Coach wants you to do a lot more of. Do you feel comfortable with that? Do you feel like you're the guy to really get after it inside when you can?
Yeah, I feel like I can get downhill at will, like whenever I want. I should probably do it a lot more often. He would like
Coach,
that.
Yeah,
he hears me yell at him like, "Hey, get to the rim, get to the rim." And when he does that, then they're going to gap him a little bit more, and then the outside shot's going to come. But you know, the question I was going to ask him: what do you see the difference between JUCO and D1? What do you see there?
I thought, like, before I came, I thought it was going to be like a skill like gap, but it's honestly not even that. I believe it's really like strength and being able to, like, how stronger you are with the ball, off the ball. It's a lot stronger game. I don't even really think the game's faster, honestly. Like, I think it's about the same pace, but definitely strength.
Size, yeah.
Talking with Jalen Searles, the junior transfer on the John Judkins Coaches Show, and one thing that I really love, that shot of his, it just looks so effortless. And so automatic, and the arch.
Oh, he puts on
There's not a lot of people that get as much as arch as Jalen.
That's a Darryl Griffith the old days.
I know, yeah. So Jalen, did that always come, or did you work on that? Because everybody says when you're growing up and learning to shoot, you got to have a lot of arch to get it over the rim. Was that something that you worked, or is that just your normal way of shooting?
Honestly, yeah, I just worked on it because my dad, he used to always get on me for shooting from my chest, and I feel like that's a thing that a lot of kids do, is shoot from their chest. So me, I was kind of hard-headed when I was younger, so I used to just shoot it super high on purpose and just be like, okay, yeah, you want me to shoot with arch, I'm gonna show you how much arch I can put on a shot. So
yeah,
I would just shoot it super high, and now it just became natural.
Yeah, well, when you come to the game Thursday night and this week, watch it. When he gets it, it's just a little flip above the head, and it barely touches net, because it comes straight down.
Yeah.
And you know, if more people would do that, I mean, they'd have a better chance, right?
Well, they do.
Even college and pros.
Oh, no question. I mean, the line drive is good if it hits exactly where you want it to hit, but if it doesn't, it's going to bounce out. You know, the higher the arch, the more soft touch you have. I mean, there's guns and things you can buy that show you your arch and the 50% and all that, get different stuff. And we have the gun, we call it, that rebounds for you, has that net. You have to shoot over that net to get there. He has no problem with that.
Yeah,
he gets it high up over there. But there's a lot of truth to that. And a lot of the good shooters have that high arch on there.
That's one of the first things I noticed. I tell you. Anyway, so you're from the Seattle area, so give us a little bit of update on who you are exactly and a little family life, where you come from.
I was born in New York, Harlem, New York. I lived there for a few years. Then I mainly grew up in Seattle. My grandma lived there, and I think that's a part of the reason we ended up moving back to the West Coast when I was younger. And I've lived other places. I've lived in Texas, Louisiana, but mainly Seattle. And yeah, my parents got divorced in 5th grade, so that's why I started moving a lot. But I've always bounced back and forth, and now they're both back in Washington, so I'm usually around that area.
And I always ask this, people that are from the Pacific Northwest, Seattle area, are you a big fan of seafood? Is that your favorite, or is that everyday thing?
I like soul food, but seafood is good. Yeah, I like shrimp and everything. I like seafood.
Pike's Marketplace.
I don't. That's more of a tourist thing. I don't really go down there, but yeah, you'll never see. I've seen a few people like that.
That is nasty, but it is kind of interesting. Catch the fish. They're talking about.
Yeah.
All right. So now it's time, and we love to do this every week on the show. Time to look back when you're just a youngin' and sing how far you come. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
How old are you there?
Like 3. I think that's in Jersey or New York. That's one of the two. I was really young.
All right.
Wow. There's another one.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite pictures, honestly.
That's a cool picture. Yeah.
Is that Pops?
That's my dad, yeah.
Yeah. Then we got one more.
It's my little sister.
That's your little sister?
Yeah, Jayla. That's her name, actually.
Jalen?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
How much younger is she than you?
4 years. That's my best friend.
Really?
Look at that sweater.
That's my dog.
Look at that sweater.
I know.
Preppy.
Snazzy, right?
Is that Christmas time? What is that? Is that pretty close around there? You don't know, right?
No idea. Couldn't tell you.
Cool.
I don't have that haircut anymore.
So
though.
how many?
I can't go back to that.
Yeah. How many siblings?
I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 siblings.
4.
Yeah.
And where do you fit into that group?
I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest?
Yeah.
Are you the protector, especially of your best friend's sister?
All of them look up to me, so yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody knows not to mess with my sister, so.
Oh, that's awesome. Cool looking pictures from your childhood. And for those of listening on radio, go to Trailblazer Sports Vision, and you can check out those pictures as well. All right, so a little bit of a tough time right now. Got to get out of a little funk. Just talk about the attitude of you and your teammates trying to get back now as you have 4 here at home and a chance to really, really do some damage.
Yeah, honestly, it's all about staying positive at the end of the day. Like, you just got to come in with a positive mindset, be ready to work every day. We're down a few guys, and it happens in basketball. Like, every year I've played, we've had a few injuries, so we've always been down guys. it's nothing I haven't seen before. So it's like just gotta work through it, come together. That's the main thing, coming together.
Yeah. And you're a good scorer. You can go inside and you can obviously shoot it outside. Do you put extra pressure when you're down 2 guys like you are with Beion and you not playing the last couple of games to do more?
Honestly, I try my hardest every time I go out on the court. So I don't think there's a do more or do less type of attitude, but I definitely feel like there's a lot more pressure now that they're out because we're losing one of our starters and then our backup point guard or starting point guard, interchangeable actually. But it is like hard adjusting to that, especially with a whole new team, new roster, not sure where you could put everybody. So it's all about learning.
Yeah. All right, Juddy, you're 4 straight home games, Texas Rio Grande Valley, Thursday night, 7 o'clock. They're 2-7. They're a game back. So you want to keep them down below you.
Yeah, they're good. They're athletic. They love to play one-on-one basketball. They really try to beat you off the dribble. They have 2 of their best players haven't played the last 2 games. We don't know if it's an injury or what it is, but we're expecting them to be here as well. But we had this talk last couple of days. It's kind of almost like we went into the SU game. You know what I mean? Hey, they haven't won them, but they've been in every game and close, and they just haven't pulled it out. Let's not let that be us. Yeah. And so they're they're long, they're athletic. They have more left-handed players on one team than I've ever seen, and they have 5 guys. 4 of their starters are left-handed. So it's just going to be a little different for our guys guarding because normally you always want to force to their weekend or whatever. Now it's a little bit different, but I like what we had a good talk. I apologize for missing the radio on Saturday, but we had a really good talk with our team and kind of recommitting to the year and giving 100%. And the last couple of days, these guys have done that, and I really like that.
And Jalen, he talked about they like to use their athleticism, go one-on-one, and a lot of left-handers. So you got to kind of reverse where you force them. How difficult is that in just a matter of 2 or 3 days trying to get used to that? Nothing? Good?
Yeah, it's nothing. I mean, we've been playing basketball my whole life, so I've guarded left-handed, I've guarded right-handed. It's just all a mindset about how bad you want to get a stop.
Okay. I'll tell you the hardest part, Rod, I think, is when there's loose balls or rebounds. Because you're so used to getting the ball and you're guarding the guy, and all of a sudden you realize he's left-handed. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or he gets a rebound, instead of going up with the right hand, he's going up with the left hand. You know what I mean? That's where he's catching and guarding the guy straight on. It's not that different. Yeah. It's just those loose balls or stuff like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, we won't talk much about it, but it's an afternoon game, 3 o'clock. Tip-off in Burns Arena against UT Arlington. UT Arlington, they're a game ahead of you, so depending on what they do this week in their game, everything can just shift in a matter of a couple of days, Coach.
It can, and that's why we said it's in our own hands. Take care of ourselves. Take care of our business. We'll let it all fall in place.
Yeah, and Jalen, you talked about it's all about keeping a positive attitude. It seems like, and I've watched practice, it seems like you guys do have that positive attitude. The energy of practice is just off the charts.
Yeah, I don't think our effort is the issue at all.
No.
Everybody comes in ready to work. We all love being here, love playing basketball, so it's all about just putting the right pieces together now. It's all for us to be taken. It's just on us right now.
And it probably all starts that you guys get along. I mean, everybody from top to bottom, you can just talk and you can laugh and have a good time like you're pulling for each other. Is that the case?
Yeah, we're really competitive too. I think that's what drives it. So just always trying to outwork each other.
Yeah. Because I noticed you on the on the side at practice, he was helping out the freshmen and Kabbalah and all that too. So I can see that camaraderie right there and helping each other out a lot.
Both those guys have been doing a really good job of being hurt, trying to keep us going, and they are. We'll be there. We'll get there, Rod. It's getting better. It's getting better and better.
I'm excited for the next 2 weeks. Hopefully we're a good crowd. Burns Arena, 7 o'clock against UTRGV, and then Saturday, 3 o'clock at Burns Arena. Pre-game Thursday night, 6:45 on Trailblazer Sports Vision right here on the Fan Sports Radio Network. All right, guys, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited.
Yes,
I think it's going to come together. And I think you guys got that feeling too.
I do.
Yep. I feel like it's about to turn around.
All right, Jalen, Coach,
sir.
thanks.
Thank
See you Thursday night, Burns Arena, 7 o'clock tip. Good night.